Hi everybody, it's Jo here. Hope you're doing well. Jo from Aquarius Tarot. So we are here to do another reading today. We're going to have a look at what's next in love for you. So I'm going to go through each of the signs in order as per usual and just see what the cards want to share in terms of what's next in love for each sign. I'll do an all signs at the end, which is where you watch the sign of the person that you're interested in and get a message specifically for that sign. Okay, so I hope everyone is okay. It's evening time here, so it's starting to get a little bit dark. Hope the lighting is okay for you all. So Aries, let's find out what's next in love for you. What do the cards want to share today in terms of what's coming up next? Universe, what would it help Aries to know, please, to give them peace, wisdom, clarity and understanding in terms of the next installment in their love life, please, universe. Oh, something exciting is coming up for you, I feel, Aries. A new relationship that's very passionate, lots of chemistry. So we've got the Ace of Wands came out onto the table first. We've got the Four of Cups. What else do we have? The King of Cups. Oh, wow. The Nine of Cups. The Hermit. And the Five of Cups. Okay. Well, it feels like you're going to have a very new, passionate start with this person. I think there's two groups of people here, actually. So I feel that there's some people, it's going to be somebody returning, somebody who's got regrets about how they behaved previously. For others, it's just going to be a new start with somebody who's been going through a healing process, is now single and available and looking for their next relationship. Specifically, I feel they're going to be very attracted to you. As I've mentioned, I'm seeing lots of chemistry here. There might be a little bit of a pause in this relationship before it sort of fully moves into fruition and really gets going. Possibly because this person is just sort of pausing and thinking and reflecting on whether they're actually going to be, you know, somebody that you would actually want to be with. You know, they've almost got a bit of an inferiority complex here. They could have been hurt perhaps in the past, have had, you know, being treated in a way that's made them feel a bit reluctant to be vulnerable or a bit, you know, a bit down on themselves, shall we say. But they are very loving, kind person, somebody who's got lots of warmth about them, who will show you lots of love. And yeah, it just looks like something lovely coming in for you that will not be toxic. This person will have gone through their healing, resolved their previous issues, and just wants to move forward and be happy. And it feels like there's passion here which will drive this to move forward, Aries. Okay. What else can we find out for you briefly, and then we'll look at the timeline. So some people, there's a new person. Some people, there'll be an old relationship, shall we say, or a former connection coming back towards you. Either way, somebody will have gone through their healing, knows what they want. Okay. I think whatever you're feeling or whatever you're going through at the moment, Aries, please do know it's temporary. You might feel that things are always going to stay the same way. They're not going well for you at the moment, but that is actually indicative of the fact the universe has got things going on in the background and has a plan for you. And you know, things will move on and change. I do feel that perhaps you've had some difficulties in your love life, and maybe you keep feelings deep down and hidden, and you don't share them with other people just because you know you don't always want to lay bare how you're feeling, do you? You keep it to yourself, almost as a self-protection. But I feel this person's going to come forward and get a bit flirty, and I think it's really going to go from there, Aries. I think for most of you it is somebody you've got history with, okay? Somebody that you have had a past with, somebody that you already know maybe. Could be somebody that even that you knew years ago perhaps. And I don't think they've ever really forgotten you. And yeah, they will come back. Yeah, I think this might, if you don't know who it is, Aries, I think it could possibly take you by surprise how good it is, and potentially be a little bit unexpected for you, even though they are, I think, thinking about it a lot. Okay, you're obviously somebody who caught their mind quite significantly. Yeah, I think it's going to come in quite quickly actually, and by June, so by the summer time, the summer is starting, I feel you'll be in the connection with this person. Okay, hope that was helpful, Aries. Please do drop me a like if so. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please share the video so that anybody you think might benefit from these readings can see them or might enjoy them. And now we're moving on to Taurus. So welcome, Taurus. Hope you're okay. We're having a look at what's next in love for you, Taurus. Let's find out what the cards want to share in terms of what's coming up for you. Okay. We have with some communication coming in from somebody, quite an important conversation. Oh, I feel once again it's probably somebody that you have parted ways with, but somebody who you really love, and I think they really love you. I think they've got a lot of respect for you. Yeah, I do think they want to come back and talk to you about what the future might hold for you both, how you could perhaps work through things. What is it? Yeah, definitely somebody from your past definitely wants to come back and work on putting things right, Taurus. I think you're going to start to have some nighttime messages with this person, or they're thinking of you at nighttime, so you'll feel their energy strongly at that point. I think they recognise that maybe you've maybe taken a step back after what's gone on. They see that you're looking after yourself, and the fact that you're doing that is actually drawing them more towards you. So rather than chasing them and repelling sort of the energy away from you, by doing that, you're just focusing on yourself, staying where you are, standing in your own power, and it feels like they are coming back to you, Taurus. But they do want to talk through future options for your connection. There's a lot to be said with this upright sword here, and lots of options here that they are considering and thinking about, but want to talk to you about because they want you to be on board with it as well. Okay, so Taurus, definitely somebody from your past coming back then, wanting to talk to you. So let's find out the timeline for this. Universe, what's the timeline, please, for this person coming back towards Taurus? On a special date. So Taurus could be around your birthday, could be around Easter time. Once again, the message is coming out to sort of just, again, stand in your power. Stay where you are, work on yourself, look after yourself, practice self-care, healing, that kind of thing. Things you enjoy, things that bring you happiness and peace and calm in your life. And it was just going to come towards you, okay, in divine timing. Yeah, it's not quite the right time now, but when it is, it will be coming towards you. A special date is the only indication at the moment, which isn't too far away. So it could very well be Easter or your birthday. But I've got a feeling it may be more around Easter time, Taurus, given what I've just seen coming out in the deck there. All right, Taurus, hope that was helpful. Would appreciate a like if that was helpful. You enjoyed the reading. Please do make sure you're subscribed. It would be great to have you give that indication. Set your intention that you'd like to be part of the future readings, the collective that I'll be reading for. And of course, it helps my channel and helps other people to get to see my videos as well. So thanks for all your support. I'll see you next time. So now we're moving on to Gemini. Gemini, I've had a couple of cards. Oh, lots of energy in the cards for you, Gemini. Okay, right. So let's see. What have we got? I'm going to split the deck. I think the cards were definitely ready at that point. giving me a bit of an indication there, jumping around. These two came out first. What do we have? Okay, we've got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. We've got Judgment. We've got Death, which doesn't mean somebody's dying, by the way. And we've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Fool. Gemini could be dealing with an Aries there, or a fire sign. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like this is somebody who may be in a relationship with somebody else. There's third-party energy around this situation in some form or fashion. It could be somebody else is in the mix, or some other energy is influencing this person. But it's been heartbreaking for them. They're not in a happy place and space. It's actually burdening them quite significantly from an emotional perspective. I'm seeing lots of deep, strong emotions around this connection, Gemini. It feels like something is coming to an end actually for this person, and I feel that that's going to result in a beginning with you. They're having a bit of an epiphany moment. They're going through a bit of a process of realising, I think, what they truly want and what they need to do about it. And I feel they're going to take a big step towards you. It also feels like you two have got a very strong karmic connection here with the Wheel of Fortune. You're intended to meet each other in this lifetime. There's a reason why you know each other, have come across each other. And it feels like the universe has a plan to get you both together so that you can learn those lessons, and it will help your, progression and your growth and your spiritual development, really, to have this connection with this person. I think you're going to feel really strongly towards them, and I think they're just going to feel this really, really strong pull towards you, Gemini. It might require them to move to be with you. They might be at a bit of a distance, potentially, some people, but it could be just closing out that emotional distance, or that distance through being in a third-party connection that just needs to come to an end so they can come closer. Anything else? Yeah, I think they're sort of weighing up their options at the moment, wanting to come towards you. I think their heart lies with you, Gemini. They want you to think well of them, to like them, to notice them, to be in your, in the good books. But yeah, lots of weighing up, lots of indecisive energy just at the moment, even though I think they are really knowing exactly what they want. There's a decision to be made in order to enable this to come forward. So in terms of this decision then, or this action, let's find out when that might be for you, Gemini. Let's find out when it might be. Please don't forget to drop me a like if this you're enjoying this reading, the style of the reading, etc. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you enjoy the readings. Set that intention that you want to be part of the collective I'm reading for, now and in the future. So timeline for Gemini, please, universe. Timeline for Gemini. Ooh. At a Special Date has come out a few times recently. And it is often the case, isn't it, that at a special date, a conversation might take place. Now, we've got Valentine's Day coming up, haven't we? Not Valentine's Day, sorry. Easter. We've had Valentine's Day. We have Easter coming up. Your birthday's a little bit further into the year, but depending on who you're dealing with, that could be their birthday, perhaps, or any kind of special date. It could just be a special date in terms of you two seeing each other and having a conversation. But when is this going to be, please, universe? Can you give us something a little bit clearer about when? Yeah, it's a holiday or a special date. It's reiterating that. And I think if maybe you've given up hope on this connection, thinking it's a third-party connection and you're not sure, it's actually going to come in a bit quicker than you think. So if there's a date, an important date coming up, Gemini, that is likely to be it, isn't it? Please do let me know. I'd love to hear. Okay, so moving on to Cancer. Hi there, Cancer. Hope everything's all right with you. You're hitting the middle of the week now, so downwards on a downwards trajectory towards Friday. I know not all of you have the weekend off, but you know, I'm always glad when it's getting towards Friday. So universe, what would it help Cancer to know, please, in terms of what's next in love for them? What would it help Cancer to know in terms of bringing them peace, wisdom, clarity and understanding about their love life and what's coming up for them, please, universe? Clearest messages possible for Cancer. Okay, so we've got the Lovers. So the Lovers card could be a choice that you have to make in love. It could be just somebody that comes along that's like your soulmate, right? A really, really strong connection. This is the sort of connection that makes you cast aside all of those preconceived ideas about what you might want in a relationship. You know, you might have said, I want somebody tall, dark and handsome, or I don't know, slim and I don't know, below 5 feet. I'm probably not, but you know what I mean. If you've got this idea, they must have children, or I don't want them to have children, or I want them to live here or there, or these are the parameters by which I will decide on whether I will be with a person, those will go out of the window. You'll meet this person and it doesn't matter whatever you thought you wanted before, this person will change that, override it, make you just insane for them. It's such a strong connection, the Lovers card. Queen of Cups coming out next. Once again, somebody that's really loving. It feels like there's love here. This person's going to be your whole world. Going to see you as their whole world. You could be dealing with Leo potentially. Once again, I'm seeing very strong Leo energy coming out with the Sun card as well. It's almost like you might have given up on love at this point and it comes out of the blue, but then it just becomes everything to you. Might require moving house. Do you think you might be dealing with a fire sign? There might be something else that needs to be dealt with. It could be a job, a home, actually where you're living, something that needs to be dealt with in order to move forward towards each other. But you'll be having conversations about this quite early on in your connection. And you'll be talking about merging finances, how to, you know, be a bit of a power couple, grow together, you know, what your combined goals are in that regard. And I think you'll be talking about family and children and all that kind of thing. You could be merging families if you've already got children, but yeah, seeing something good coming in for you there, Cancer. Let's find out timeline for that. So universe, what's the timeline for Cancer, please? Meeting this person, moving this forward. When's this coming in for Cancer, please, universe? When can they expect it? And please do let me know, Cancer, if this does resonate for you or comes up for you within this time frame. Please do like the video and subscribe, by the way. Set that intention that you'd like to be part of the collective that I regularly read for. I would appreciate that so much. Thank you. Oops. Right, June is going to be quite a pivotal month, Cancer. What else do we have? Something maybe started to show itself to you in February. Just shown itself to me. But yeah, across the summer and even in a few weeks, within the next month, within the next month, this is going to show itself to you. This is going to start to become apparent to you, and it's just going to progress, I feel, through the summer, through the spring and summer, actually. Okay, Cancer, hope that was helpful. So now we're moving on to Leo. So hi there, Leo. Hope everything's all right with you today. Hope you're doing well. Really happy to be here to do a reading, to have a look at what's next in love for you. Let's see what the cards have to say. So universe, what would it help Leo to know, please, in terms of what's coming up for them in their love life? What's the next installment, the next chapter for them? What will it bring? And in a minute, we'll look at timeline as well, Leo. Ooh, okay, so we've had a few jump onto the table, Leo. Let's have a look. Oh, the Hierophant. Okay. The Magician. Oh, two good cards. The Moon. Seven of Swords. The Three of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. Right, well, I may have spoken too soon. The Hierophant came out, which is the card of commitment, deep commitment, long-term commitment, marriage actually, quite often marriage came out, but next to it is the Seven of Swords. So somebody may not have been entirely honest and open with you about a connection that they are already in, a commitment that they might already be in. You might be having a bit of a frivolous connection with this person, might be a bit of an affair. You might have mutual friends and sort of meet up and have fun times together. You kind of manifested each other because you two are vibrating at a similar level. I think you've got very similar values. You find the same things important in life. You find the same things kind of humorous. You're kind of different but the same, if you know what I mean. You complement each other with your differences, but there's also some really important alignment in your values, okay? Now, I feel they're very much hiding their feelings here, Leo, but communication is going to come in. So whilst they're hiding their feelings, they're finding it difficult to communicate with you. That sword is pointing down, okay? There's lots of hot topics to discuss between the two of you, lots of important things that need to be said. They're finding it difficult. They don't quite know how to go about it. They don't even know what to say exactly, but they know there's things that they do want to talk to you about. And they don't quite know how that's going to go. So they're trying to push their feelings down. But yeah, could be a bit of a tricky one, this one, Leo. Might be a bit difficult. Let's have a look. Anything else to share, please, universe, for the highest good of Leo in terms of what's coming up in love for them? This could be a current situation equally. This might be an ongoing for a while kind of connection. Yeah, I feel this is somebody who does actually have a lot of love for you, has deep feelings for you, is quite a solid kind of person, focuses on their finances. I think they're quite secure in terms of finances and sensible in terms of their money. But they see really good qualities in you. There's qualities they absolutely adore in you and just think, yeah, they want to offer you something. But I don't think they've been honest enough about their situation to be able to do that. And then I think they're a bit unsure about what to do about that and how to talk to you about it and where it will go. They really want to offer you progression in your connection. That's really what they would like to do. They have deep feelings for you, Leo. Let's find out a timeline. Universe, what's the timeline, please, for this next step in this connection? I'm feeling communication is the next stage here, Leo. Can you share, please, universe, that will help Leo to understand a timeline for this next action coming in? Next communication with this person, please. Right. Ooh. Okay, within the month of May, there will be something coming in. During March as well. It's not come to an end. If you're thinking it's sort of ended, it's not. It is still there, it is still going, but I will say to you that this is going to be a slower burn. Okay, this is going to take a while, this one, because there's things to sort through, and that is clearly showing itself in the cards coming out there on the time frame. Okay, Leo, hope that was helpful. Please drop me a like. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you come back and see me for my next video. Thanks a lot then. See you again soon. And now we're on to Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Whoops. Hope everything's all right with you. Happy to be here to do a reading today on the topic of what's next in love for you. So what's coming up? What's going to be the next chapter, the next installment? Let's see what we can find out for you, Virgo. I feel a new love is coming in, or a fresh start. Somebody who's a little bit afraid to get themselves hurt, actually. So there's obviously some deep feelings here. Feels like somebody who you could have a very secure relationship with. If if you've been with somebody in the past who's cheated, not been very loyal, I can say this person's coming in will be loyal, will be faithful. You'll know where you stand with this person. I think you've set your intention to the universe, and that's going to come back towards you in terms of manifesting this person. I think you two have got a lot of passion, a lot of ambition, a lot of shared goals, a lot of things you will work on together. You know exactly what you want. You're not afraid to say it, and they are, they are liking that. I think they want to go at a measured pace. I think they want to keep their cool and keep their head, even though perhaps everything around them is suggesting that this is such a good connection that they're going to get a little bit lost in it. Very passionate person here, Virgo, very passionate. But yes, I think they are they are passionate, but they are logical, and they reflect on things, and they are planned in them and measured in their approach. So I think you two are going to feel a strong connection together, and you're going to really go places. There's really that potential there in the shared energy. It might take a little while for this person to actually take some action. It might not be super quick, but they will have a bit of an epiphany moment at some point that maybe they'll lose you, or they know what they want and then they'll come forward. Yeah, they're scared of getting hurt. I think they've been hurt before. I think there's so many people have been, and it can affect, an ability to be vulnerable and, step into something new. But I do think they're going to. It just might take them a little bit of time. Let's find out the timeline. Universe, what's the timeline for Virgo, please? And their person coming towards them, or even making an appearance so that you know who they are. What's the timeline for the next installment in this chapter, please, universe? Stop waiting for it, because it might be a little while in coming in, okay? Might be just a little while, a bit slow. Mentioned slow, might get a bit frustrating, but still worth waiting for, I'd say. Honestly, at a special date keeps coming out. So I feel there's some sort of anniversary or date, Virgo. It could be anything really, any kind of holiday date or anniversary date. You need to sort of let go of something first. It's come out a couple of times in order for this to come in towards you. Okay. Hope that was helpful, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you again soon. And now we're on to Libra. Hi there, Libra. How are you today? I hope you're all right. I'm happy to be here doing a reading for you, and we're going to have a look at what's next in love for you, Libra. What's coming up? What's the next installment? Will it be somebody from your past coming back? Will it be somebody new coming in? Will it be a progression in the connection that you have already? Let's see. So universe, what would it help Libra to know, please, in terms of the next installment in their love life? What's coming up for Libra that would be good for them to know? Messages for their highest good, please, universe. Okay, Six of Swords. Somebody wants to put things right. I think maybe you've had an argument or a parting of ways. I think this person might come in with a bit of a flippant, shallow kind of message that isn't really very meaningful. It is meaningful in terms of how they're feeling, but they're not really showing that. So it might annoy you a little bit. It might make you a little bit peeved at how they're communicating with you, as if they're not really bothered. Obviously, if they're communicating with you, they are bothered, Libra. But they might just come in with a bit of a, hey, how you doing? Happy kind of message that doesn't really reflect how they're truly feeling. I think this person is reflecting on how to come towards you, what to offer you. Doesn't quite know what to do. They really want to come back towards you, I feel, and put things right, but they're a little bit unsure how to approach that, what to do to get it right. They feel you make them happy. They're happier when they're in communication with you, is what's coming out here. but they had almost reached the point where they were giving up. They thought there was no hope, but they feel they just have to try again. Okay, they just have to try again, Libra. Yeah, they're missing you. They're missing you. And maybe this had to come to an end in order to have a better start together. It's coming out here. But yeah, definitely somebody coming back towards you. Definitely, definitely. How, you know, any indication of who this is, please, universe? Any indication of who it might be? For Libra, let's see. Oh, I think it is fire sign, Libra, and I think you do get on very well with fire signs. And it is somebody that regrets not being with you and really wants to be with you. Okay, somebody who has solid ambition to come back into your life. Okay, so let's find out timeline for this. Universe, what's the timeline for Libra's person coming back? It might be in a few months, Libra. It might be. I think you're thinking about this person a lot. I'm definitely getting sort of height of the summertime. Height of the summer. And you might need to be a little bit patient if you're waiting on it. It's saying stop. Just try and stop waiting on it. Yeah, stop. Do your own thing. All right, put this to one side if you can. It's going to be important that you do, and it will affect the timeline and the outcome here, how you sort of behave and how you keep thinking about this, Libra. So try and put it to one side and it will be coming in towards you. Okay, definitely over the summer there'll be big movement on that one. Okay, so please do like the video, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And now I'm moving on to Scorpio. So welcome, Scorpio. How are you today? I hope you're all right. Hope your day is going well. Whenever it is that you see this video, it's obviously an opportune time for you. Obviously a message in here for you, or likely to be. So universe, what would it help Scorpio to know, please, in terms of what's coming up next in love? So what's the next chapter for Scorpio, please, universe? And what would it help them to know and bring them peace, wisdom, clarity and understanding in terms of their love life and the next installment and the next chapter coming up for them, please, universe? Okay, right, so the 10 of coins came out. What else do we have? We have the 6 of wands. We have the King of Cups. We've got the Ace of Coins. We've got the 9 of Coins. Got the Knight of Coins. Okay, Scorpio. Well, I'm seeing an earth sign here for you. I'm seeing somebody who you've caught their eye. They're very interested in you. They want you to notice them here with the 6 of Wands. They're really trying to get your attention. They might say and do things to impress you. If you're wondering whether they are single and genuine, I think they are, but I think they're quite money focused. Or they might just be quite wealthy and well off, but there's lots around money here, Scorpio, all right? There is love though. There is deep feeling and there is love. There is somebody who will love you and show you love and make you feel safe and secure and wanted. Could be a little bit of an emotional person. So sometimes people who are demonstrative in terms of showing their love. Sometimes they might come across as slightly moody, a bit up and down emotionally, but it's because they're a feeling person, shall we say, but in a good way. This is somebody who does want to offer you something. They want to offer you something solid. If you're already in a relationship with somebody, Scorpio, I feel they might even want to progress things through to engagement and marriage. It feels like they feel you're sort of on the cusp of something amazing together, and that your future could be that you two build something together that is, you know, really abundant and safe and secure and just lovely as far as they're concerned. But they could also very much be trying to impress you with material things. They might be buying you things or want to buy you things, take you nice places. They could be being a little bit flashy, flashing that cash a little bit. But it's all with the intention of, you know, making you really like them and know that, you know, realize how much they do. They want to show you how much they do really like you, Scorpio. But lots of earth sign energy here. Are you dealing with an earth sign? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's find out timeline for this coming in for you. Universe, what's the timeline, please, for Scorpio and the person on Scorpio's mind? This next instalment for this connection, when will it come in, please, universe? When will it come in? Right, you might have to wait a little while, okay? It might even be next year, right? So I'm sorry if you were hoping for something really quick, Scorpio. It's worth waiting for. It looks really good, but I do think you might just have to wait a little while. And if that's the case, it might be that there's a reason why you need to wait. It very well may be that you need to go through some healing or sort something out in your own life first in order for this to come in for you. And if that's the case, you probably know it. And hopefully that will mean that it will work out even better for you when it does come in, that you'll be in a better place for it, Scorpio. So I hope you liked the video. Please do like, share, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, just sets that intention that you'd like to be part of the collective that I read for regularly. And I would appreciate it. It does show me, you know, that I've got loyal followers, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you very much. And now we're moving on to Sagittarius. So hello, Sagittarius. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video today, or the reading today. So we're having a look at what's next in love for you. So what's coming up in love, the next chapter, the next installment, the next thing that will happen for you in terms of your love life. Could be somebody new. Could be somebody from your past. Could just be a progression of your existing connection that you're in. Let's have a look. So 3 more shuffles, please, universe. That was 1, 2, 3. We've got 10 of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the 6 of Coins. I'll move these back. The 8 of Cups. The Ace of Wands. And the Page of Cups. So whoever this person is, I feel they will just have been walking away from a connection or a relationship where they thought it was their forever relationship. They might have been in a marriage. They might have been living with somebody that they had children with. Whatever it was, they thought it was their forever situation, but it didn't turn out to be that way. And I think they're quite, you know, they've had to get over that, get past that, mentally readjust from the fact that they came out of a connection they thought was their connection, if you like, their person. I think they may be in a place, or yeah, I think they may be in a place where they're thinking, I just need to heal and get over this. But I think a new start is struck up with you, with this Ace of Wands, which would quickly turn into a physical relationship, I feel. This person could be a fire sign, or you're the fire sign. You could be dealing with another fire sign. But I think you're both very energetic, very passionate, very ambitious. You know what you want. You go after what you want. I think you might have know each other from the past, or know of each other, and this person has an interest, you know, in you, and likes what they know about you. If I feel like they have learned something about you, or they kind of know you from the past and they like what they know, and they have a means of getting hold of you. They have a means of contacting you. So whether that's social media or they've already got your number, I feel they're going to reach out, and you're going to, you know, hear from them, and you're going to start to have some, I feel, quite flirty messages, okay? And it might be that you already have children, one or both of you, and you'll have conversations about those children and what they do, and you'll be able to relate to each other well. And I feel, you know, you would come together as a a cohesive couple, potentially blended family, or you might even talk about having children quite early on in this connection. But yeah, very passionate, somebody who, you know, will potentially be quite fast moving here, I feel. But the timeline will tell, won't it? Anything else to share for Capricorn, please, universe? Any final little bits before we look at the timeline? Yeah, just reiterating that you two, possibly two fire signs, are a bit of a power couple or will be a power couple. You'll both impress each other. You'll think, you know, each other is amazing. And yeah, I think your connection will just keep progressing on to the point where you end up in a committed relationship, potentially even engaged or married, depending if that's something you would want, Sagittarius. Okay, let's have a look at timeline then for this connection. Universe, what's the timeline for Sagittarius and this next installment in their love life, please? Now, you might have to wait a little while. The winter is coming up. It might be that you met somebody significant in the winter, but it feels, I'm asking for the timeline. So I'm thinking perhaps a little bit longer term over. I do think it's somebody you already know. And I do think there'll be some communication. Yeah, I do think there'll be some communication soon. But in terms of when the real commitment comes in, I'm feeling it's going to be towards the end of the year, which actually is still really quick, Sagittarius. Do let me know if that resonates for you. Please do drop me a thumbs up, a like. Make sure you subscribe, switch on that notification bell. Just sets that intention that you'd like to be part of the collective I read for, and it makes sure you don't miss the readings when I put them up. Helps my channel tremendously. Means a lot to me to see a steadily growing number of subscribers. So thank you all for your support. Thank you very much. And I'll look forward to seeing you again. Now, Capricorn. Hi there, Capricorn. You're my fellow Earth sign. Always like reading for you. I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. I felt some really heavy energies around me this past couple of weeks. I don't know quite why that might be. Some of you might have an answer for that, what the energies are in terms of astrology and things like that. But yeah, it's been heavy, so let me know if that's been the case for you. But anyway, what's coming up in love for you? What's the next stage and installment in your love life that we can find out about? What would it help Capricorn to know, please, universe? What would it help Capricorn to know? Okay, let's have a look then. Ooh, 6 of coins. 9 of wands. Capricorn, are you feeling a bit worried about letting somebody in or allowing the next stage of a relationship? Feels like you've met your match, or you will meet your match. Somebody who just is perfect for you. I do think that this person is either a parent, or you see them as future parent of, you know, co-parent of your children. This person sees you as having all the qualities they could possibly ever want in somebody. They want to take care of you. I know you probably don't want to be taken care of, Capricorn. You could probably take care of them. But, you know, this person kind of wants to take the lead. And, yeah, I think this person could be a manager at work, or a manager of people, or a decision maker, or a leader in some kind of, you know, a leader role. Yeah, you're kind of going to have a decision to make here, because there's somebody quite awesome coming in. You are the centre of their hopes, wishes and dreams. They want to offer you something. They want to come towards you, close out distance. You could have had a conversation about cars, but I feel like they might talk about going on a trip with you, coming to see you, coming to visit you. And if you live far away, how you might close out that distance and be together sooner and more often. And even live together, maybe. Yeah, they want things to just get better and better and progress, but there is a decision that will come with that. And I think you might be a bit wary of those kinds of decisions. Capricorn, you might be thinking, well, I feel safe and secure and stable. Perhaps you've come out of a relationship that, you know, meant you had to move or start again and that sort of thing. And you just feel like maybe you value your independence and you're a bit scared to entwine your life with somebody else. This person just wants to make your life better. They want to be in a relationship with you, and they will pull their weight financially. They are very solid in that regard. I think in that way you will match each other very well. I just think this is a very good person coming in for you, or if you're in this connection, you'll know it already. Yeah, I feel like you've both come out of previous relationships. There could be children from previous relationships, but there's something about this that enables you eventually, I think, Capricorn, to put your worries aside and commit in this connection. What's the timeline for the next installment for Capricorn in this connection, please, universe? What's the timeline? When will the next step in this connection happen, or when will this person even show themselves and make their feelings and intentions known to Capricorn, please, universe? Within the next month. Okay. I think you'll be having a drink with this person potentially, and I think you might go on a special date with them, and I think things will start to progress so that in June things will be in a different place. But I think things could even progress as early as tomorrow for some people. It feels that it's just going to gradually and steadily progress, and I don't think you're going to be waiting long at all for this person to come in if they've not shown themselves yet, Capricorn. They will be in your life imminently, okay? So good luck with that. Please do let me know in the comments if this is somebody you know, you are already in a connection with, or you've got an inkling of who it might be, or who you hope it is. And please do like the video. Please also make sure you are subscribed. For some reason, most people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you'd like to set the intention that you would like to be part of the collective that I read for, please do hit the like button and subscribe and switch on that notification bell. That would be so much appreciated and hopefully mutually beneficial. It's free, of course. All right, so moving on now to Aquarius. Hope you're well, Aquarius. Good to see you. We are looking at what's next in love for you. What's the next chapter? What's the next installment? Is it somebody coming back from your past? Is it somebody new? Is it a progression of your existing relationship? Let's see. So universe, what would it help Aquarius to know? What would bring them peace, wisdom, clarity and understanding, please? Okay. Oops. It could be somebody who has withdrawn their energy from you temporarily, Aquarius. They are just trying to protect themselves, but they do want a relationship. And I feel they might come forward at some point, offer you an apology, explain their behaviour, which might have not been ideal. They're going to ask you on a date, ask to see you again, ask to take you out somewhere. I think you may have had a relationship with this person. You may have had a connection with them. And I do think they just keep thinking back about your connection very nostalgically. They just want to see you again. They want to have you back in their life. Even though I think maybe at the moment you're not seeing that. They've gone away. They may not be communicating. They'd love a fresh start and they'd love to talk to you about that. I do think that's what's coming up. I think they're going to tell you that they are single. They've been working on their healing. They really do want to make a decision, and they are, decision judgment came out. So they're sort of on the cusp of making a decision, or they've had a realization. They want to look to the future with you. They want a solid, stable, secure relationship. And I think they want to have a new start with you, a restart, if you like. Start that cycle again. Refresh, reboot, revisit. Let's find out timeline for that. Universe, what's the timeline for Aquarius's person coming back, please? What's the timeline for Aquarius's person making their appearance? Very soon, okay? Very soon. And it's worth waiting for. Okay, one more. They're going to remember a birthday or an anniversary and get in touch with you at a specific time that means something to both of you, okay? Thanks, Aquarius. Appreciate you stopping by. On your way out, please consider, if you're called to do so, hitting that like button, making sure you're subscribed, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next time. So now we are moving on to Pisces. Last but definitely not least, good to be with you, Pisces. I hope you're well. Hope everything's okay in your world, and if it's not, I hope this reading helps a little bit. So we are looking at what's next in love for you. What's the next installment in your love life? What would it help Pisces to know, please, universe, to bring them peace, wisdom, clarity and understanding in relation to the next installment of their love life? Okay, I'm going to split the deck. I had my nails done. What do you think? It's a bit pale, isn't it? I was hoping they would be a little bit darker, but I quite like them, I think. Anyway, I'll have those for a few weeks now. Then I can get a different colour. Almost looks like I haven't had them done, doesn't it? What colour do you think I should have next? Anyway, we digress. So 7 of coins, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. We've got the High Priestess, the Page of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Okay, Pisces. So it feels like there's somebody, again, it comes through as a theme in these readings sometimes, that is quite silent. They're not really communicating. They're not talking. They're doing more thinking and reflecting than talking. You might sort of sense that they've pulled back their energy, or they might just not be telling you what they're thinking about the future. So you might be thinking, well, I really would like this connection to progress and I'd really like to be in a relationship, or whatever the next step in that is. You might be thinking, you know, I really want that. But you feel a bit blind as to what they are looking into the future and seeing in terms of your relationship. It feels they might be communicating in quite a superficial way. But they do want to talk to you in a bit more depth and detail. They want to have more substance to your communication, or the communication going on between the two of you. And they'd like to actually strike up a new start with you, a new passionate start. They do think about you at night time. I think they're thinking about passionate things. They're definitely missing you. If you've had that kind of connection before, they're wishing to have it again. Yeah, wishing is coming through. They're going through some sort of healing process, but they've got, you know, a lot of desires in terms of your connection. They're having some realizations about your connection. They're realizing that quietness needs to stop, and they do need to come forward and tell you what's going on in their head, so that you will think well of them and come towards them, and things can progress after, I think, perhaps things have not gone so well. Okay, so either something came to an end, it fizzled out, it's caused a little bit of pain or upset or difficulty for you, Pisces, but I feel this person wants to make that change after having a bit of an epiphany, aha kind of moment. Oh, I know what I want. I know what I need to do. I recognise where I've failed in terms of communicating and what I need to do better. I think they're going to step up, okay? They're going to step up because they realise it's what's needed to make you happy and to give you what you need, and it's just the right thing to do, okay? So when will this happen, please, universe? I think you're kind of almost waiting for this person to come in, Pisces. You might need a little bit of patience, because I do think that they may have withdrawn their energy just for now. It's going to take a while, just keeps coming out. But over the summertime, things will start to bloom and blossom. I think they're in contact now or soon, but it's just that superficial stage and nothing sort of deeper than that. That will come later on. You might have to just wait and be patient for that. Might be a little bit of a test for you, Pisces. I'm not saying you're not patient as a general sign. I'm just saying, you know, you might need to just see whether you're able to cope with that delay, because there's definitely a little bit of a delay there. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please do make sure you're subscribed. Please drop a like on the video. In the comments, let me know what you think of the readings, what you'd like me to read about next for you, what topics you'd like me to cover. Do you want me to do anything differently? Always like to have feedback, and always appreciate it. And I can't tell you how much it helps my channel when there is engagement and when people do, drop a comment or a like or subscribe or anything at all. Just really, really helps me and is so appreciated. I notice every single one. I try and reply to every single message, you probably notice. Sometimes I don't quite manage it, but I pretty much do. So if you'd like to interact, just drop me a message. If you'd like a personal reading, the details are in the description box. I do turn them around quite quickly, so if there's a situation that's bothering you, I try to keep them very affordable, and you usually get them back within a day. And if it's not going to be within a day, I will tell you so. Okay, so just have a look there. Should we do an all signs their sign? Let's have a little look then. So this is where you watch the sign of the person that you're interested in to get a message specifically about them. So universe, all signs their sign, please. All signs their sign. For my collective. 3 more shuffles. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Right. And we'll split the deck as usual. I'm using the Everyday Tarot here for this one. Okay. So if you are dealing with an Aries, they're being a little bit flirty, they're trying to come towards you, put things right a little bit. They've got some regrets, some remorse. They really wish they'd done things differently. Okay. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus wants to make an apology. They're feeling defeated in this. It's really, really knocked them sideways, knocked them on their butt, shall we say. It's really, really bothered them, and they will come towards you with some sort of apology or gesture. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini sees you as somebody who knows what they want, a go-getter, sets their boundaries, and they are feeling a little bit defensive over some of the conversations that you might have had. But, it's not a bad thing. I think they still respect you, Gemini, for standing your ground and saying what you really think. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Cancer desperately wants to be in a relationship with you. They might be in a relationship with somebody else at the moment, and that needs to come to an end so they can move forward with you. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo will come in with some communication. They might have been acting like a bit of a player or non-committal, and that's because they actually don't feel very confident in themselves and confident in what they can offer to you at the moment. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is feeling a little bit of obsession and is actually watching you online, looking at your social media, trying to find out more about you. A little bit creepy possibly, but yeah, they're definitely watching. They want to get to know you better. They want to know what makes you tick, what you're looking for, what situation you're in, all that kind of thing. Even possibly a little sign from you as to whether you're interested. Okay, if you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra has a lot of nostalgia and happy thoughts about your connection and wishes they to have a happily ever after with you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio is holding back at the moment, not really communicating very much. There's a lot of passion there, and there's lots of things that they're trying to work on and sort out in their life, but they're starting to have a clearer picture of what they want going forward, and I feel they're going to come towards you because of that. Just double checking where I'm up to. So that was Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. That was Scorpio. I did think it was Scorpio. So now we're on to Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, could be somebody that you are married to or have been married to, or you thinking that marriage or that partnership might come to an end, and it's causing a lot of anxiety to them at the moment. They're up at night thinking about it, worrying about it, seeing how they could save this relationship. They don't want it to come to an end, or they're unhappy that it has come to an end if that's what's happened. The Capricorn recognises that something had to end, that they're on the right path, something had to end to put them in the pathway to be with you. They will talk to you about a new start. There's lots of communication here. This person does want to talk to you. They like to talk. It gives them comfort and clarity. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius is perhaps not speaking to you at the moment. There is something around children, family, a mother wanting to have a family together that might be causing some friction. But they also could be seeing you as somebody that has, you know, all the qualities that they want and really admire you, but just not be telling you that at the moment. That was Aquarius, wasn't it? Pisces. Feeling a bit burdened down at the moment, or might be focusing on moving house or feeling that they may need to move house. But they see a huge amount of value in you. They see you're special. They see you're different. You stand out to them. But they've just got a lot going on in their life that they kind of need to deal with before perhaps they can come towards you, Pisces. Okay, everybody. Well, that was your reading today. Just over the hour. I hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you're called to give me a like and subscribe and share the video, that would be awesome. Thank you again. And I'll look forward to seeing you very soon. Okay, take care for now. Bye-bye.